I have something to confess. I just almost rewrote a landing page that had nothing wrong with it. 2 days of work it would have taken me, and for no reason. Here's the setup. I had a brand new opt-in setup. Paid traffic pointed at it. Traffic showing up in real numbers. Conversions, zippo. And my first instinct, my actual first thought, and same thing that my AI told me, was my copy was off. Rewrite the headline, redo the page. That's everybody's first instinct. And most of the time, guess what? It's wrong. The page is actually usually fine. I build AI systems and funnels for coaches and course creators. I've been doing paid traffic long enough to know better. I still have the wrong instinct. The difference is that I looked deeper before I rebuilt it. I'm going to show you exactly what I found, the 4 places a funnel actually breaks, and how I used AI to reason through it instead of guess, and the 20 minutes a week that keeps you out of this problem. So here's what happened. Before I touched a single word on that page, I checked one thing and it saved me my whole week. The first thing I checked out was the ad copy against page copy. I asked my AI assistant, go look at that. Did the promise on the ad match the promise on the page? Was the copy the same? Because that's the most common break. And it's the cheapest one, easiest one to find. Somebody clicks, expecting one thing, lands on something that reads slightly differently, and leaves. They don't even know why they left. Mine matched. I had a clean handoff, same language, same process. It was working. So the copies align. But then I had to ask the next question, why is nobody converting? Next question, where are they dropping on the page? Are they reading the page, or are they gone in 3 seconds? When I had AI analyze my page, that's where it got interesting, because the drop-off pattern didn't look like a copy problem. It looked like people were never going to convert in the first place. And here's what I actually found. I was showing the ad to the wrong audience. Too cold. People who had never heard of me, never seen my content, no idea of who I was. And I was asking them right out of the gate to give me their email for a brand new thing they'd never even heard of. It's like going to a bar and trying to pick up someone and get their phone number when you don't even know them. You know what's going to happen there. That isn't going to work. The page, it was fine. My offer, it was fine. But the audience was wrong. They didn't know me enough to do that. I'd already built a funnel that warms people up, like that conversation that you need to have with someone before you ask with their phone number. I just wasn't feeding this one from it. So I wasn't taking those people and showing that page. I just had the wrong sequence built up. 2 things I built side by side, not talking to each other. So I changed what it saw on the advice of my AI assistant. Same page, same copy, warm traffic this time. People who had already spent time with me consuming my content. Results? Different entirely. Not one word on that page changed, not one. Now, the reason I found it in an afternoon instead of a month is that I checked things in a specific order. So let me give you that order. When something isn't converting, it's one of 4 things. Copy, the last one you should check, not the first. 1, audience. Who's seen this? Where are they ready to be asked? Cold traffic to a cold ask almost never works. This is the most expensive mistake and the one that people check last. 2, handoff. Does the ad promise match the page promise? Read them back to back out loud. Ask your AI to look at it for you. You'll see or hear the gap immediately if there is one. 3, mechanics. Is the thing actually working? Does the form submit? Does the email send? Does the button go where you think it goes? I found dead forms on live pages more than once in my 16 plus years of working with clients. 4, messaging. Now you look at the copy. If you're launching something brand new, this is real. You might genuinely have the wrong message for that audience. That's worth knowing, but you can't know it until the first 3 are clear, or you'll blame your words for an audience problem. I mentioned this in another video. I watched someone rebuild a landing page 4 times in 6 weeks. New headline, new copy, new colors every round. She never checked the conversion rate on any version that she was doing. 4 pages, 6 weeks, no answer. She was working on number 4, while number 1 might have been her winner. She skipped straight to the last item on the list and never touched the first 3. Copy. It's the loudest thing on the page. That's why you blame it, but it's actually rarely the one thing that's not working. And here's what changed for me recently. And this is the part I really want you to hear. For years, this kind of work was for people who had an analyst. Now you have one. Numbers on their own don't tell you anything. That's the part that nobody says. You can stare at a dashboard for an hour. Trust me, I have. Traffic up, conversions down. Great. Why? The dashboard doesn't know. It reports. It doesn't reason. That gap is why most people quit measuring. They look, they don't understand what they're seeing, they feel stupid, they stop looking. I don't blame them for any of that. What I did on that opt-in was connect my Facebook and my data directly to Claude and ask it questions. Now, if you've got a landing page, you can connect your data to Claude and ask it the same questions. Not show me my numbers, but actual questions. Where are the clicks coming from? What's the difference between ones who convert and ones that bounce? What is the drop-off rate? Where does this pattern look? Does this pattern look like a copy problem or an audience problem? See where they're dropping off. See if you need to just change a few things. Don't scrap the page and start over. And it walked it through me when I do this, ruled things out. And that's how I got to the audience answer in an afternoon. It wasn't even a whole afternoon. It was 30 minutes. And I could have spent 2 more days fixing something that wasn't right. You used to need a team or a specialist on your team to figure out why things are not working. Now, all you need is AI and a few questions. And this is what I mean when I say to people, measuring is how you scale. I learned this years ago. In business, the numbers never lie. But most people don't look at the numbers because it's too hard to do that. Now with AI and reporting, it's a lot easier. See, you don't need more ads, more traffic, a bigger budget. What you need is to find the actual break. And when you fix that one thing, the same assets start working. My page didn't get better. My understanding got better. Every business I've seen grow past a certain point does this on repeat. Look, reason, adjust, and look again. The ones that are stalling are running on instinct, and instinct is confident and frequently wrong. When you ask your AI, it's going to sound very confident. But what I suggest is you go deeper and you challenge it because mine was wrong. You had the numbers the whole time. You just didn't have anything to think with. Now AI can be your partner and help you look through those things and reason. So let's make this something that you actually do instead of something you are meant to do. 20 minutes, once a week, same day, every week, or it won't happen. Step 1, pick 3 numbers, only 3 for a funnel. How many landed? How many opted in? What percent? Write them down. A doc is fine. Write them down weekly, even when nothing's changed. The number by itself means nothing, but the number compared to last week means everything. And when something moves, go to your AI and start asking why before you touch anything. Give it the numbers, give it the landing page, give it the full context. Run the 4 checks that I talk about here. Audience, handoff, mechanics, message. And 4, change only one thing. One. If you could change 3 things and it improves, if you change 3 things and it improves, you're never going to know which one was the problem. So this is how you scale and grow your business with these 3 numbers. 20 minutes, one change at a time. You'll know more about your business in a month than you did all last year, and you'll stop rewriting pages and fixing and tweaking funnels, or not even looking at them and wondering why my business isn't growing. So let's recap it. I almost rewrote a page that was fine. The break was 2 funnels not talking to each other. I found it by asking questions with my AI instead of guessing. I found it in an afternoon, only 30 minutes. You've got the 4 checks below now, and audience, handoff, mechanics, and messaging. Those are the 4 things that you want to ask AI to walk you through when reviewing a funnel or a landing page. I put together a free audit that shows you exactly what 3 agents you need to be building in your business. It starts by analyzing your business, asking you a few questions, showing you where the leaks are, and gives you the 3 agents that are going to help you build your business. It takes 2 minutes, and the link, it's right below. You don't need more traffic. You just need to know what your traffic is doing. Go pick your 3 numbers and get to work.